Hello, I called the channel The Jungle Nook, and I recently put a video together called Tropical Houseplants Tips and Tricks. And I did that by request from some of my viewers and subscribers who have been watching for a while and noticed that most of my plants are actually only about a year old. Well, I've had them for about a year. And when I got them, they were either small or I actually started them from cutting. And you guys were curious just how I was able to get my plants to grow so rapidly with such nice, lush, green, shiny foliage. And in that video, I explained that I'm getting these results by trying to recreate the conditions that they grow in their natural habitat. In a tropical rainforest, it does rain every day. But I'm going to say it again. I'm trying to recreate the conditions. That's plural. There's several pieces to the puzzle. And the one piece that really seemed to shock people was the fact that I water my plants just about every single day. Usually 5 to 12 days straight, I water my plants. About every other weekend, I leave for the weekend, and that's when they get to dry out. Or if I notice that there is water coming out of the bottom of one of the pots, that plant I will stop watering for several days to let some of that moisture get out of the soil. So it appears to me that a lot of people heard that I water my plants that much, and so now they're gonna start doing that. Well, in that video that I put together, I did talk about the soil, how fast it drains. I showed how I make it. I showed the pots that I use, the excellent drainage that they have. I even talked a little bit about humidity and lighting and fertilizing, just a whole range of different things. And those are all pieces to the puzzle that have to be in place before you start watering the way I do. I am going to put several more videos together. That original one that I put together was 28 minutes long, which I feel is a bit long for a YouTube video. But there was a lot of topics to cover, and I wanted to keep it simple and right to the point. But there were some things that I could have talked about in a little bit more depth and detail. So I'm going to put several more videos together. And in each video, I will cover just a handful of topics, and they'll all kind of relate to one another. But you'll also notice in some of the videos, I'll be kind of overlapping the information. And I'm going to do that because I really need you, if you're going to start taking care of your plants the way that I do, to understand how I do it before you start doing that. If you simply do what you're doing now and then change and start watering your plants every single day like I do, you do run the possibility, a high likelihood, that you're going to get root rot and your plants are going to die. And I don't want that. So watch the videos in their entirety. I had quite a few great comments. I had a lot of great comments. But it was a little scary how excited people seemed to have been, especially when they would ask me if I do anything special for drainage, when that was a big part of the video. Or they asked if I provide supplemental lighting. You know, I mean, they were asking questions that were big parts of that video, and obviously they had skipped over that and they heard water your plants every day. Please do not water your plants every day. I will make a whole series of videos, and I will keep them short as I can and right to the point and simple. But again, do not water your plants like I do without understanding how I do it. I am up to over 120 house plants. This is not the only room with the plants. Now, I'm only going through between 3 to 5 gallons a day divided up amongst all those plants. And I don't water my cactus or my succulents. You know, I got a ZZ plant. I got a snake plant. I got some orchids. Those hardly ever get watered, like maybe once a month, some of them plants. So please, watch the videos in their entirety, these plant videos, if you're going to try doing what I'm doing and going to try to get the results that I'm getting. I didn't even talk about temperature. That's real big. I didn't talk about the duration that the lights are on. I didn't mention the fact that I fertilize in the winter. There's all kinds of things that I do, that I can get into greater detail in, or things that I did talk quite extensively about that people skipped right over. You cannot skip right over any of the stuff that's in these videos. If you are going to start watering the way I do, you will get root rot. You will. I want my channel to be informative and entertaining and relaxing and enjoyable. I was real hesitant about even putting that video out. I really thought I was going to get a lot of nasty comments and people telling me that I'm crazy and stuff for doing what I'm doing, or that I'm lying or whatever. I did wait as long as I did so that people could actually see my plants over time and see how they're developing and stuff. So I had some proof to show you guys. But boy, I was really surprised. YouTube shows me, a lot of different information about who's watching my videos, how long you're watching, what parts are watching. Some of that video almost nobody watched, some important parts. I talked about how I get my leaves shiny. That was 20% of the video, and I talked about it in a couple different spots. I even showed how I did it, and I had people commenting, and I'm glad they commented this, so it made me aware, but I had people commenting saying that my plants are real shiny. Is there anything special I do to do that? It's like, wow, that was a big part of the video. What else did they miss? And now are they watering their plants like I'm watering them? Guys, please, please watch some more of the videos. Whatever you're doing now, if you have nice, healthy plants, continue doing that. I am going for rapid growth, lush, big plants. And what I'm doing, how I'm caring for my plants, is getting me those results. A lot of people don't have the space. A lot of people don't want to spend that kind of time. I said how I use really big pots in for my plants because I don't like to up pot them. Using a smaller pot, watering less frequently, that will help control the size of your plant when space is limited. I just can't stress enough, please. Don't water your plants the way I water my plants without really understanding first how I do it. And if you are going to do it and you get all those other pieces, the drainage, the pot size, the lighting, the temperature, if you got all of them in check, even then, just start with a couple of plants and see how it works for you. Okay? That's all I'm asking. I don't want anybody getting upset with me. Look, I'm going to show you guys something. This is something that really bugged me. This right here, these are African violets. My grandma has passed away. She's been gone for a while. These are my grandma's plants. I bought this pot for my grandma because she had these plants, and each one was in a different pot. And she wanted to consolidate them. So I bought her this. And me and her together put this together. These are her plants, and I have memories of her with these plants. Boy, if I watered these plants like I water my tropical plants, they'd all be dead. So I know how important and special plants can be for people. Believe me. Look at. I know. I don't want you guys harming your plants because of something I told you. I didn't lie to you. I was totally honest. But that 28-minute video, the average view duration, and I know a lot of you watched the whole thing, but the average view duration was only 7 minutes out of 28. And a lot of people got, oh, he waters his plants every day. So, you know, I really don't know what else to say about it. But I promise I'm going to put some more videos together, a whole series for you guys. I had a whole bunch of other videos that I had scheduled that I was going to start doing and projects I wanted to work on already to start doing them. Those are on hold. I see that there's an interest in what I'm doing. And I put that video out, and I have to make sure that I do the best that I can so that, you know, you guys don't have issues with your plants because of what I'm saying. But again, I know I'm rambling, but again, you know, I'm not trying to get you guys to watch longer or anything. That is not what's happening here. If you're gonna do what I'm doing, you gotta actually understand what I'm doing, and you gotta use all those different pieces to the puzzle, okay? That's all I'm saying. All right, so I will be working on that video. I gotta think about these videos. I gotta, you know, I gotta make them good. I gotta keep them simple and to the point. So that's why you're just getting this, I guess it's an update right now. That's what you're getting. And I will work on these videos, I promise you, as I will. Again, do not water your plants every day until you understand how I'm doing it. All right? Thanks. Have a good night.